Pritchard PD is requesting us to send her contact. Pritchard had her abandoned vehicle in their jurisdiction with an off-street location.
What is department of this location or have one down inside it?
The victim is 10-7.
When detectives arrived to the scene, patrol let Rogers know that Pritchard PD found the vehicle on an abandoned lot and found it suspicious. She's identified as Deanna Goddard, 55 years old, the oldest of four. She was born in Houston, Texas, leaves behind a son and two daughters. They start investigating the scene. She's been hit several times with the blade and cut across the throat. It's 3 inches deep at least, almost disconnected the head. They believe it happened in the last 48 hours. They find drops of red on the floor, a trail of footprints, and a blade on the counter. Red was on the chair, and it continues through the living room to the porch. They had just worked another case in the same apartments last night, 2 buildings down.
Same location.
2 buildings down.
It's crazy, man. As far as evidence, we also have the victim's vehicle.
Well, I'm hoping it's a red car and that he shot my victim and then ran over here, stole the car, and drove it to Pritchard.
Now 16 miles away, Pritchard PD is investigating a vehicle registered to Deanna. They find red by the door handle and half a brick inside the vehicle, but no windows are broken out. Back at the scene, a co-worker of Deanna speaks to Rogers. She said her supervisor haven't heard from Deanna in 2 days. She was working from home. She said her son Kevin was supposed to be staying with her, and she has 2 daughters in Huntsville. She provided one of the daughters' numbers. Rogers called her and let her know that her mother expired. They asked her when did she last speak to her mother. She said 3 days ago. They asked was anyone staying with her like Kevin. She said no. Her mom knows that she doesn't want Kevin there because of his past problems due to Kevin being on that boy. So they end that call, speak to a neighbor. He said that he last saw her with her son Kevin. Allegedly, he had just came home from jail or rehab. Everything seemed fine, but he has jumped on his mom before and took her car. And after her surgery, he came by trying to get money, pushed her down, rupturing her incision.
The last time she came out of the house howling, that's how we knew what was going on then. I ain't hear that this time.
So Rogers in that conversation. Her son is identified as 27-year-old Kevin Carter, has a previous conviction for property theft, so they issue a bolo for him. Not sure if he did it, but they need to talk to him. 15 minutes later, they locate Kevin at a homeless camp 5 miles from where Deanna's abandoned car was. So they head to the station to interview Kevin. Start by asking some basic questions. Do you have family here? He said no. Then he says the only person he have here is his mother. Rogers asked when did he last see his mother. He said Sunday. That was 4 days ago. He said they went to church. After the service was over, went to get something to eat. Then she dropped him off. Rogers asked him about the type of relationship he had with his mother. He said a good one, no fighting or arguing. But she's been mad at him lately. She just want him to do right. So Kevin asked for a cigarette and says he'll talk then.
All right, brother. Here. I'll just light it for you there. I don't know if you're somebody who has faith, but, you got to believe in redemption. Have that smoke and then we'll go back in, man.
So Kevin start by saying he's going to tell the truth. He said he loves his mother very much. She was suffering and in a lot of pain. He was high that night and something took control of him. He went to the kitchen, grabbed a blade, went behind her, and told her that he wants her to go to heaven. You don't have to be in pain anymore. And he took her out. So they end that interview, arrest Kevin, told him to ask for forgiveness and repentance. 2 years after Kevin was arrested.
Man pleading guilty today to murdering his mother. Kevin Carter accused of stabbing Deanna Goddard to death in the summer of 2020.
He pleaded guilty to intentional M and received a life sentence. Thank you for watching. Leave me some comments. Hit that like button. Hit that thanks button. Stay safe out there. I'm done talking.